Hello and welcome to another Star Trek Discovery Season 1 commentary with myself and Starfleet Boy. Today we will be looking at Episode 11, The Wolf Inside.
The wolf inside.
The Wolf Inside. We got it queued up. Let's get started right away.
Oh, nice.
For the people in the audience, we're going to do a 5-second countdown from the very beginning of the recap. And you ready, Starfleet Boy?
I am ready, Herr Commandant.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
From previously on Star Trek Discovery, Tilly's voice. We are in a parallel universe.
10, 11, 12,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. White eyes. Hue. Adrenals. Dick shop. If you're not watching in sync, you have no idea what all of this means. Into what?
crack.
Ooh, yeah. It's such a bad thing to witness. It looked real to me. Whatever this place makes you do. That was a while ago. I didn't say it on time. All right.
Discovery, debris.
Wow, it sounds really good in headphones. Like when the debris passes by, it's like whoosh. Whoosh.
Yeah, with all that sound in space, eh?
I don't care that much about that part, but yeah, you're right. It should be silent or very muffled.
It's kind of spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Sparks are like a huge thing in this show. They use sparks a lot. They do, in all fairness, they do it for a lot of Trek, but they love their sparks. Oh, well, it makes sense. Somebody's welding. I'm talking about the other times where they're on the bridge and there's a battle and it's like sparks. At least the consoles don't blow up in their faces as much like they used to. I never understood that. I would be so scared to be around a console. I'm like, these things explode in your face, I've heard.
Yeah, it's true.
Forest.
I do like this like crazy lighting stuff that's going on.
But I can see through the trees. He likes trees.
How depressing is this actually when you think about it? Hey, geek.
Geek in Review and Blue are here.
Mm-hmm. See, that's a nice beauty shot we just got there, PJ.
They do a
Like
lot of this in season 1 where they go right through a window of
a
some
window.
sort.
Oh, is this the dress? Is this the dress? Yes, it is the dress. Speaking of dresses that are see-through and revealing, Sonequa rocking it.
The whole scene coming up where Saru is washing her in the tub is like really, really weird.
You've never been washed? It's very nice. The royal penis
I
is clean,
I I,
PJ.
I never wash. Period. So what is soap and water?
You've never had the royal penis is clean, PJ? Or did they say the royal member? I can't remember what the line
No,
was.
are you talking about Coming to America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This was a cool take on the Kelpians being brutalized by the Terran Empire and used as food when they were not being used as slave labor.
I like what they do with Saru's character in when they return to the mirror universe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, return from it, you mean? Oh, later when
No,
they come
no,
back. Sorry, the
yeah, in season
season
3.
3. Gotcha.
Uh, the fact that he catches on to Giorgio not being the not being who she appears to be. But she's like, "What is your name?" And he's like, "A slave has no name."
And then she names
Shouldn't
him
you know
Saru.
that? He said, like, he should have
Right.
been like, "That's odd that you would ask me my name."
They go real deep. Look how detailed the
Oh, they're like where he's buckling her belt and stuff, and it's like, oh, it's weird. I don't know
what?
what it
That's like
is.
a valet. You've never had a valet like dress you for like a wedding? Oh no,
I
like
know, but I get it. I get it, but
it
it's
just
just
creeps you out.
it creeps me out for some reason.
Do you ever watch Downton Abbey?
Oh yeah, I watched the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that. I want someone to dress me every day.
the
It's
new movie's
awesome.
coming out in the
I
fall,
didn't know that. There's another movie.
and Maggie Smith's character, I believe, in this one is 125 years old.
Shit.
Maggie Smith made a joke about that. She's like, by the end of the show, I'm like 110 years old.
Oh, that was a one of those things that was dark but cool. The beaming the
People in space, and then
into
they're just
space and it's just lined up. That looks good, that effect. Starfleet Boy, what life do you live? You've never had anyone build you a pyramid? I didn't mean to shame you, PJ, for not ever using a valet. A valet. I am your I am your loyal valet, PJ. I will serve you
now clean
forever.
me bum.
Geek and Review, do you need a timestamp or you're just here to hear the shenanigans?
Or it's 611, 612, 613.
618, 619, 620, 621,
Let's see if it
622.
veers off into some weird edit.
Yeah, we've noticed in our watchings together that there are two different edits. A, a Canadian edit sometimes is different. I think you guys cut out violence.
I don't know. It's weird.
Or it could just be edited odd, like differently. Like some scenes come before others.
It's this is the only show I've ever noticed separate edits
Hmm.
besides Lower Decks, which was only that one small thing. But this, we've noticed a few episodes, like a little bit of halfway through, the scenes are not in the same place in our different versions.
It's funny how uninteresting this romance is now that we met Book. Like I'm just like, oh, she's gonna find like a good guy finally.
Yeah, but Book has personality at least, right?
Yeah,
Although they don't do a
more
hell of a lot
personality,
with
I
him
should say.
in season 3, besides that one episode where it
But he still
focuses on
comes
his home
on.
planet, and that even
Yeah,
that is stupid. I can't stand this whole thing where they're in the 32nd century and there's all this like hunger and stuff. And yes, I know it's the syndicate that's causing it, but like, come on, replicator technology, certain technology is so rare, and it's like what? Scarcity was eliminated like over 1,000 years ago, guys.
yeah, but you act like that can't get destroyed. You know what I mean? Like it's a system that
Well, the
keeps all
fact that
that
it got
stuff going.
destroyed and everybody's you have these situations where planets are starving and stuff. It's for dramatic effect. It just doesn't work for me. I mean, I think they should have went with other problems that didn't involve like such simple things like scarcity. Which
Yeah,
like
it's true.
you could like have illegal replication technology that the syndicate doesn't know about or something, at least, or some kind of anyway.
Replicated food is shit, anyways, right, PJ?
Yeah, I don't like it.
And then Saru straight up asks her like if there's a Kelpian version or if Kelpians are around, and she's like, nope, nope, no Kelpians. You didn't just give me a bath, bro. It's like, why does she keep doing little mistakes like that? Why would she lie about that? You know what I mean? It's funny.
She doesn't want to get into explaining to Saru that he's like, her slave over here.
Buy a 3D printer, print your own 3D printer, return original printer, money saved.
If you can't see now he's asking, have you encountered any Kelpians on board? And he says, no, I haven't, or she says, no, I haven't.
Yeah, I know.
So we're at the same spot now,
Same
right?
spot, yeah.
It was
Not at
merely
all.
a personal
It was
curiosity.
merely a personal curiosity.
Stay safe, Michael,
Stay
and be
safe,
wary.
Michael. And be wary. Yeah, same. You're just slightly, like maybe a little ahead.
9:58, 9:59, 10
Oh, let me
minutes.
check. Yeah, 10:04, 5, 6.
This is a great shot where they're like in the middle of the frame. It's lit. They're dark,
Mm-hmm.
but the
And
light.
it's
It's
over lit way in the background there, which is cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Overexposed, I wanted to say.
I'm not a fan of Dutch angles, so I like it when they kind of. It's more precise and Kubrickian, I guess.
Yeah, good way of describing it. I was just thinking of Kubrick when I was watching this shot actually.
This is another problem I had with the Culber death. Is that it's been established that ship records can be accessed. So, like, if anything happens in a hallway or sick bay or whatnot, there's a visual record of it, or at
Yeah,
least there
it's really
should there should
convenient.
be.
Yeah, it's really convenient what they can see and what they can't see, right? Like,
And also, a ship should know where people are at all times, and you should very easily be able to go back and say where was so and so at this time.
also you'd think you're in sick bay and if there's like a sudden life sign that disappears, that like the computer would alert others. Like, you know what I mean? Like it like a computer's tracking life signs, right? In the sick bay. And if
Yeah,
one just suddenly disappeared, like no transport, no anything, it would have to assume that that was a sudden death
yeah,
and report it. But the computer doesn't report it. They find him later. So yeah, there's a lot of
and
like you can really
e-
go deep.
even in TNG, it's like they can fool the computer by putting their like badge somewhere. I believe
Right,
in
right,
one or
right.
two instances in TNG where they're like, "Oh, they're here," and it's like, "Oh no, it's just their badge." I'm like, that's some flimsy logic right there.
Well,
You're in the
that could
20.
be an indicator that they value privacy to a degree. So maybe it's like, like you can sign a thing like, okay, you can only track me if I have my badge on, but I don't want to be tracked otherwise.
Mm, this Canadian actor right here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's he been in?
He was in a local show called Republic of Doyle at one point.
Hmm.
No, no, not Republic of Doyle. It was another local show about a boxer. He played the other boxer. So he's been here filming stuff before, and I can't remember the other thing he was in.
I do mean air tags. I ordered mine. They should be here next month.
What?
Air
Oh,
tags are like, yeah, it's like,
in Republic of Doyle any good? I keep seeing it on Netflix. It is It is formulaic as fuck. It's one of these shows you don't really have to think about. Plots are pretty predictable. Uh, Interesting fact about Republic of Doyle. I think it was one of the last seasons, second last, or one of the later episodes. The season premiere. Russell Crowe guest stars and plays a Newfoundlander and just ends up sounding like somebody from Ontario. But I think it's the only TV show he's ever done since he's become a big actor.
hmm.
Like you will never see Russell Crowe guest star at a TV show. But Republic of Doyle, he's the main antagonist. Republic of Doyle was interesting because it was the only Canadian show or Newfoundland show that Hollywood actors would pop up on, like Victor Garber and Shannon Tweed is in an episode, and
By the way,
a
the
few people.
credits just started at 14 minutes and 14 like, we're in the credits 14 minutes
Yeah.
into the show. That's crazy. Yeah. I know
1419, 1420.
14, 23, 24, 25. Oh. SB is great with the techno splations. I think I'm great with techno babble. It's not it's not always grounded in anything. I've heard so much techno babble I can speak it a little bit. Lisa Randolph, Jordan Nardino, Ted Sullivan.
I
He
love
does
Chris.
the Riverdale program now.
Oh, cool. I love the line in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. It's the best Klingon techno babble ever. Emergency power! To the thrusters! It's like, could you say it any slower, buddy? Your ship would have been gone already by the time you barked out the order.
TJ Scott is the director. Our online friend Chris Collins posted a cool thing. It looks like there was a virtual panel or interview or something where William Shatner was reunited with Christopher Lloyd.
Marty, it's your kids! Hey, Doc, one of my kids' assholes or something?
That's really good.
Come on, Doc! Yeah, Iowa Geek and Review says I watched Nobody over the weekend, and Christopher Lloyd is excellent in it. Yes, me and Sean did a review of Nobody on his channel ABTG, and Christopher Lloyd is great in that movie. Stars Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, cool. I like Odenkirk.
See, Burnham's ambition here about like, oh, there's an alliance of aliens, and they're all
Mm-hmm.
working together in this world. Lorca wants nothing to do with whatever she's getting into. He's like, no, he's like in his head. He's like, fuck Burnham, you're fucking shit up. This
Yeah, he looks. You could see it in
he,
his expressions too.
he's irritated as fuck.
He's like
Aside from the fact that he's like in extreme pain, obviously,
pain.
but
Yeah.
this is just adding to it. He's like, I have a fucking migraine, Burnham. Hurry back, please. There you go. Yeah, I've grown to appreciate Jason Isaacs a little more
Yeah,
as
his
Lorca,
Lorca is great.
and you can tell he was a memorable character because they've been asking to bring him back
Ever
since
since,
season
yeah,
one,
it's true.
and I hope they take advantage of that in season four and somehow bring Prime Lorca back. I would love to see how Prime Lorca is. Is he almost like a really cautious dude? Because
Yeah, I hope we get like a short treks at least showing us like maybe Giorgio and Lorca knew each other back in the day or something.
I think we're done with short treks.
I know. I'm just saying. I wish it would happen.
I wish it
And
was a little
and
bit
who knows?
taller. I
Short
wish
treks
it was
might
a
turn into
baller. I
something
wish I had
new.
a girl who looked good. I would call her.
I think if I were running the show, I'd keep short treks around just as a good little vehicle for.
Well, they're gonna have shows running throughout the entire year at some point, and it's like, why? Why
Doctor
do
Who
it?
did it, and it was great. There's a lot of cool stories that you could tell in 15 minutes.
You know what would be a cool move for Trek is do a Love, Death, Robots style anthology series of shorts
There you
from
go.
different animators. Literally just
That's what
write
I'm
different
saying.
stories.
Short treks could evolve into that.
Yeah. I gotta say, I think Prodigy is gonna, and Sean said the same thing, is probably gonna feature really high quality animation.
Yeah, it's looking that way. I'm excited about Prodigy. Oh, this is a cool, interesting effect.
I like later when Tilly's like, "He's alive! He's alive!" And then that scene later where Stamets throws a little girl in the water and she drowns. He's like, "Oh, I don't know what. I don't know what I'm doing." Energize.
Energize. Do you like this those like and like dishes, satellite dish transporter things?
It's an interesting visual. I mean,
Thank goodness the transporter effect is like bright gold like the original series. They could have turned it blue or red or whatever color they wanted, and but they chose to keep that true. And the sound sounds the same too. I like it. Whoa.
look at all them explosions.
I get this is like Planet Hell, like that set they used to call Planet Hell. It's like a quarry or something like that. Is it pronounced quarry or quarry?
It's pronounced Quarry.
Quarry.
Quarry. She's holding up her guns. She's laying them down.
I feel like these are some of the same places they may have shot Battlestar Galactica in, although that was a Vancouver show, so maybe not. This is like Toronto probably.
This is somewhere in the plains of Ontario.
It's epic that they go to on location in season 3. Did they go on location in season 2 as well? Like to
Mm,
Iceland. They went to like Greenland or something like that, and
that was season 3. They went to
yeah.
Iceland.
Yeah, in Iceland.
Yeah, they go a couple of places in season 2. I know New Eden is an actual area that they filmed in, like an outdoor area.
I know that all these different alien species, classic Trek alien species, can have like a variety of different looking types of or variations, but I really wish that we saw the hollow-eyed Tellarites from the original series. Those are creepy.
They need to start getting into differences in gravity. I know you get an M-class planet, and it's like it's always so close to Earth's gravity, or like gravity isn't talked about enough, and how you could have some characters beam down to a planet and feel much lighter, or actually
Oh
like
yeah,
feel a
or
bit heavier,
stronger.
and they're walking funny.
Yeah.
They don't diversify the planets enough in that sense. They're always just Earth-like, and that's that. They might be a different like tint. Like this planet looks like very bluish.
Well, they kind of make a explanation for it in TNG as far as like why so many Menchar, so many of the species are
Oh, the chase.
on
Yeah.
M class planets. Uh, Woke, it's Voke and Voke.
I don't like the way he talks.
I would like a pastrami sandwich.
The new Michael Burnham. Are you not the butcher of the binary stars?
I thought that was the TV.
You executed thousands of my kind.
That's
Do you deny those actions?
it's not a chopper. Say it's not a chopper in Voke voice.
It's not a chopper.
Oh, growling.
Oh yeah, and then Mira Soreka's like, let me do a mind meld. I remember before this episode came out, they released the pictures of the new Andorians and the new Tellarites, and I was like, that is not a Tellarite.
It looks like the one from Enterprise ish.
No, I mean, it's like they took the idea of a pig and just said these are pig people, and that was that. It's like, no, you're missing the whole idea of like the sunken in eyes. The other Tellarite at the other end, the one that they don't show a lot, looks more like a traditional one.
Oh,
like
interesting.
the one right there in the corner just then. But it's just the tusks are just a step too far. Or at least you
I
could have showed one with the tusks and one without. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish the antenna were moving on the Andorians like in Enterprise. That was a cool update.
He will find it in your heart.
His wisdom. What is it?
Oh, I'm at.
No,
He's
we're
doing the
okay.
mind meld right
We're
now.
okay. My subtitles were off. Yeah, he's doing the mind meld right now as well.
My thoughts to your thoughts.
Here, let me read my timestamp just in case. 24, 52, 53, 54,
Yep.
55. Yeah. My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts. It is not your. He didn't say it, but it is not your tongue. It is your human heart.
Guilty. I think we might have a slightly different edit. How can it be? What do you see? Bursting with potential, and a child molded by wisdom.
They're all like, "Oh, she means us no harm." And then Tyler has to go fuck it up.
I found this whole exercise of her trying to deal with this situation has no bearing on anything else. It's like it's a little side thing that Burnham wants to do that is just totally useless. I don't know if this means anything in later episodes, whatever's going on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of exposition, I think, in this episode.
She's like, How? How did you do that? Oh, this is where Tyler. Gaelish.
Do you think he has penis envy? Like, he's like, that guy has two penises. They cut one of mine off.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think that's what it is. It drove him crazy.
Antorena pum.
I love that the actor who plays Takuvma did a good job. Even though Takuvma looks, I don't know, like a fish, a fish with teeth. I guess Worf devolved into
Oh,
like a crustacean, right? Like a crab-like creature.
I just understood what this whole little side journey meant.
What
It
did it
was a
mean?
way to get Tyler to snap,
Mm,
and everything's undone with him
yeah.
fighting himself. Who are you?
The fights are so much better later. These fights are, looking back at them, they're like, okay. Burnham should have phasered him. Oh, I guess they took away her phaser. I, every other creature has like an echo voice that annoys me too.
Yeah.
Impossible.
They took away the Andorian.
Echo, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of like.
Yeah, thank God Rin spoke normal. That's why everyone loved Rin. It was like, oh my gosh.
If he was like, "Oh, hello, Tilly," that would have been not good.
Truly, you like
Just
Elvis.
can you imagine Shran with that digital alteration?
Brunkskin.
It's funny how he assumes humans are pink skins, but he doesn't like acknowledge
Like
that.
in any other colors that we are. Yeah, it's true. Like, what about brown skins? Come on. Come on, Shran.
It's just a it literally is just a white thing where they just didn't.
Think about it.
Everybody's writing it as white. They're just like, well, humans are pink skin. It's like actually, humans are all different colors.
And we have Celtic peoples who used to paint their bodies blue in battle. The Picts, they were called. I wonder if that's the inspiration for Andorians.
Oh, is the scene over yet?
I will take you, blah, 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 blah. Bark, bark, bark. They should have put an echo on Sarek too.
Hello, I'm Sarek.
My mind, 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 mind. To your mind, 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 mind. I like Frau Detmer. Is that at the end of this episode, like the cool thing that happens with Tyler? I think it is.
What cool thing that happens with Tyler?
You'll see if you don't remember. I'll point it out when it happens. Oh, I guess we don't care about spoilers, but remember like the whole thing where she rejects him and you think they're going to beam him out into space to his death, but then the Discovery transports him?
Oh yeah, it brings him back. That's at the end of this episode.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that was a good scene. I like that little. That was a very like clever little subterfuge type maneuver.
I would have actually really loved it if she did just kill him. No, I'm not even joking. I mean, but they wanted to keep the actor or the
You
character
know,
around.
yeah, but yeah, not only that, like yeah, there would have been so much hatred if people were already complaining that she was shooting at and killing people in season 3 that were clearly trying to kill her. So she was
Yeah.
doing it in self defense, but people Sean Sean was complaining
Well,
about how many people she kills.
the
I'm
show.
like, dude,
These shows, newer Star Trek shows, generally have. I wouldn't say cynical, but they don't regard human life as seriously as previous Trek did.
mm, as TNG did, I would say, but
Like it has to be that kind of formulaic. The bad guy got to die, and it's.
TOS
I
has a
want one
high
of those.
death count.
I want an arena style episode where the captain or one of the officers gets really fucking pissed off at an antagonist, and it's like by the end of it, it's like you've got to die, and then like doesn't do it, realizes something about them that they didn't realize before. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing where you think somebody's bad, but they're doing it for a good reason from their point of view. Like the Gorn
Mhm.
thought, like we're just protecting our turf. You know
Our
what I mean?
turf, yeah. All this medical equipment's pretty cool. We never see her again or him. I think the two medical people.
See, there's crying there, and that crying is appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what is happening to you, Michael? Please, I saved your life.
You know what else I think it is? There's long pauses for commercial breaks um on mine. I just figured it
Oh,
out.
really?
That's what changes our timing.
Because in this version, it's like
It's
cut.
like literally a cut. Yeah, that makes sense now. That's why it goes
I
off
wish
sync
that
a
I
little bit.
wish Paramount Plus would just become like international, and but Bell Media has the whole thing with them.
Yeah, but you don't want these long ass pauses. I think it's actually better if the scene had just cut. I always thought those were like they were off putting. I wonder how the DVD is going to be. It'll be interesting to see what the cut on the
Just saw
or the
Laurel's
Blu-ray will be.
nipples again.
What's that? Yeah,
Just saw
yeah.
my Burnham's reaction is just like priceless here. She's like, "Oh my god,
It is weird that he's thinking of
my man
that.
was a freak the whole time." Invenage.
I'm not into any of this. It's all really like just like get over it. Now that I've seen it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like let's get past it. But for the purposes of posterity audience, we're not going to fast forward. Whom do you seek? Kailash. She brainwashed you. She wanted a spy aboard the Discovery.
This is where he's realizing he's killing Culber. All of this torture porn stuff, filmed in like weird angles with like it's all
Oof.
crude looking, never worked for me.
Yeah.
See, now this flashing between him and Volk makes me question if his memories
Oof.
are one thing or another.
This is like the same table they took Icheb's eye out on. Oh my god, like what is this? Oh yeah, like what is going on?
The crude nature in which they transform him will never make sense to me. I think they just
Oh, you know what's
some
going
of this
on?
stuff is
They're
painted with a generic sci-fi brush where they just like
yeah.
whatever.
But you know what's going on? Not only are they transforming Voke, but they're taking out organs from Tyler and putting them in him, I guess.
That's what I don't understand. It's like
Like why not just transfer the mind? Like what you were
that's
saying
what I'm saying.
last
It would have been
last week. Yeah.
so much simpler
Yeah.
to have Volk on a table, the real Tyler next to him, and then a thing where like Volk dies and the human Tyler wakes up as
You know what's interesting to me? Like, it's a hard thing to critique because artistically, like, people have a right to do this kind of like gore and stuff like that. Like, I don't oppose it necessarily, but it is surprising to me that like someone was writing this and thinking, "Oh, this is something like that fits on a show like Star Trek, which has never had this level of like, what did you call it earlier? Like violence porn or what is it?
oh torture porn.
Torture porn. Like I don't think Trek's ever done anything like this, so it's like a huge leap to go there.
And
And
it's
I don't know if like someone thought like, oh, this is going to be received like, and I'm sure some people loved it. I'm not trying to say that, but like overall, what I saw online was just like vitriol for this. Like people were like resentful
yeah.
that
Well, the
that was in the show, and I think like it doesn't serve the story at all. You know what I mean? Like it's easily imaginable.
it's them trying way too hard to show something shocking and disturbing to emphasize his turmoil, I guess. But what the thing is, it's like when you're watching it, you can't resolve that in your mind that that's what really happened. You can't trust what you're seeing, type of thing.
Yeah.
And especially when they flash back between him and Volk, it's like, oh, okay, so were the other flashbacks really Volk as a Klingon and Tyler was just imagining himself as human? Like when the implied rape scene, was he really Volk then, and that was them screwing before everything went to shit?
Yeah.
Or was that her actually having sex with the human version of Volk? You don't know. See, it's too ambiguous. You've lost your
Blue.
mind.
Blue, I personally love the gore. I'm a huge horror fan. Okay, cool.
He's flashing back to the fight between them. You fought like a coward, scratched at my eyes, but you could not blind me to the truth. I didn't. Does he
Oof.
start sounding like Volk at one point? No.
What's that?
Does he? It wouldn't make sense for him to start talking like this
Yeah.
because his vocal cords are changed. I guess. Yeah.
But he does do the inflection in a similar way. He is good.
It's
This is
that's
like
this
finally
that's
here.
kind of disturbing, like the whole
Dark
choking.
disturbing him is convincing. Like I'm very like
See,
scared of him.
he did the Klingon Takuvma voice just then.
Oh yeah.
We're not in sync, I guess, but
No, no, no. I know what you're talking about.
he's fighting the guards now, and the guards electrocute him, and he falls to the floor. This is right after Saru saves her.
Yeah, I'm like way behind you because of those stupid pauses. It's crazy. Saru saves the day.
So okay, so we've established that it might not be edits.
No, it could be a combination of the things,
Yeah.
like edits perhaps, but definitely these pauses. They're like really long pauses in between some of the takes.
Blue personally loves the gore. Huge horror fan. Yeah, I like horror movies as well.
Mm. She's so fucked up right now. She's just like, what just happened? Yeah, I guess this is when we'll probably meet Mirror Stamets, right? In the mycelial plane or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's the next episode, I believe, isn't it?
Oh, okay. I thought we like at least see him here. He just twitched on.
Okay, now it's flashing to him in the mycelial network, which
A lot happens in this episode. I forgot.
visually looks awful. Now we're seeing the mirror Stamets.
I thought so. Mm. I so hoped
Her
you would find
costume
your
is
way.
excellent.
What's that?
Their mission costumes are really
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah.
I like that pattern they have on them.
Mm-hmm.
Very good looking uniforms all around in these episodes.
Here it comes.
I sentence you to death.
I
Mother,
sentence I sentence your shoe to death.
mother, you're alive. Too bad you will die.
Girlish. But see, there's no echo, which is interesting. If he had bad breath, that would be terrible for Siniqua. All that heavy breathing.
She's transporting him now.
Yeah, she's about to transport him. I'm probably like a whole 10 seconds behind. This one dies by my own hand. It's too bad we're not in sync like in these intense moments.
Yeah, this is going to be a thing going forward where we're never going to be in sync now. We know this.
Well, now we know what we can do is probably compensate. So I can at least we could tell the audience to like pay attention to one of our streams. We have to figure out which probably the most of the audience is watching your version. I don't know where Blue is again. I think in the USA, but like Geek right now, he's in but then again, it's all relative. There he is. You think he's dying, and then boom, the discovery just got him. Saru looks badass in this scene. What's happening on your version?
Saru is talking to Tyler. No matter how heinous your crimes, And if she had, Burnham's mission aboard the Shenzhou would remain incomplete.
We are
It
still
gets
Starfleet, that whole thing.
it was all to get the Terran Empire's classified data of the USS Defiant.
Mm-hmm. Boom. Sir just pulls it out of his thing. See, this is the classified data on the Defiant, right? Like, it would have been great if they brought the Defiant into play, and like if they had used it to destroy the
Yeah, we
Emperor's
were.
ship instead. You know
A
what I
lot of
mean?
us were
Like,
expecting that.
well, they made such a big deal about it. Like, there was more. Like the whole thing was to get those plans for the Defiant. It was just like, I don't know if they just like ran out of time and decided not to do it, or ran out of budget and decided not to do it. But something was there. It's like how people speculate. I mean, I don't know the behind the scenes, but it'd be interesting to find out. It feels like there was more to it,
Yeah.
and they had to cut it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like the story's any less good with the Discovery saving the day and doing all the things that it does, but I think it's just weird that they went on all these like. It feels like they didn't have enough to put in the episodes or something. I don't know.
Hmm. We will survive. Oh, this is the one where at the end Giorgio shows up.
That's right. She's
He
on my version.
destroys it
She's
anyway.
yeah, and we finally get the introduction of our beloved Emperor Giorgio. I appreciate that the photon torpedoes uh, look a little bit era specific.
Hmm. Captain Michael Burnham. We've been away too long. Though I can't say the same for your prisoner. I do not appreciate having to warp my way across the quadrant to clean up your untended mess.
Her
When I give an order, I do not expect to be ignored.
I like her
Don't you bow before your emperor? I like that line.
yeah.
I like how Burnham is just dumbfounded. And you get that little look after Burnham bows with the look on Lorca's face.
Yeah, this is badass.
At least the episode ended well, but a lot of the beginning in the first half was just boring as hell. Most of it was boring. But yeah, mine is over now.
We did get a couple cool scenes, you're right. Mine is almost over. Oh, when I should have counted how many seconds after.
Yeah, it's okay.
Bum, 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 bum. All right. That was it. Cool.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Anyway, thank you for joining me again. Did this
Thank
like three
you.
three nights in a row now.
Well, yeah, we got to get through. What's our destination? Like when we by the time Prodigy airs, right?
Oh Jesus, no. August before
Oh,
Lower Decks.
well,
Lower Decks is the first new Trek
news
show,
track that shows up. All right,
and I'm
so
pretty sure it's going to be nonstop until then,
if
for
we,
like a few months at least, or
I feel like
6 months.
we'll definitely make it if we do 3 a week, right, or more. How many did you do the math?
Yeah, but we do them frequently enough. It's
It's a
okay. So
no-brainer.
11. We have 31 episodes to go.
Oh, easy peasy. We have more than 3 months to go.
Yeah,
We have the rest of May, June, July, and then sometime in August.
I don't think I'd
Nice.
ever do a Picard watch along. I don't know. I'd be too negative.
You'd have to deal with me.
I wouldn't mind if when the second season comes out next year to actually after the episode airs to like all watch it together.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
You're like,
Like a
oh,
watching.
why is Q so different? Why did they have to ruin Q and Guinan? Why did they have to ruin him? Where's
Like
Gates? Where's Beverly Crusher? Where's Geordi? Where's Worf? God damn it!
I can't wait to do the discussions on Starfleet Boy. That's gonna be fun.
First time you see Q, he's gonna be like, "How the fuck are you doing, Picard?" And Picard's like, "Fuck off, Q.
Get the fuck off my planet.
Get off my bridge. If you were any other man, I would fuck you up."
I would fuck you up, Captain. Um, yeah, some terrible shit's happening in the world, but this is fun, PJ. Thank you.
Thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks. Do we still have people watching? Geek and Review and Blue?
Yep. Thank you guys for joining us yet again.
We missed
And
you, Braxton, if you're listening in the replay.
yeah, where's Braxton?
Yeah.
You never know when we're gonna do these, so
Yeah, it's true.
who
Well,
knows?
I feel like we have the Saturday night one for sure, maybe.
Saturday night.
It's, I still haven't finished watching Saturday Night Live. It was so boring. Was the Chad? I saw the Chad thing separately. That was funny. Was that the best thing of the night? Chad.
Yeah, it was one of the better ones.
Okay.
The Wario one was okay to see Elon Musk as Wario. I actually like the performance by Miley Cyrus and the Kid Leroy. I never heard that song before. It's like, man, that's a nice song. And you know, the song Miley Cyrus sings at the beginning is like very grating, even though she's like belting it out like very passionately. It's just like, oh God, no. Oh, it's
I like who Miley Cyrus has kind of become. She's an interesting character.
yeah, she's.
Very interesting.
I mean, I'm not into her music, but the thing she did with the Kid Leroy, who I've never. I think I saw one video. A song where like he catches this woman cheating and he like burns down the house or blows up a car or something.
I put my hands up to playing my song.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
They
it's a
should do a
party in the
mature-rated Hannah
USA.
Montana reunion.
I forgot. I never watched Hannah Montana, but I know she was in it.
God no, Jesus! I couldn't watch any of the Disney shows that all my slightly younger cousins were into.
What was the song that shocked everyone all of a sudden? Was it Wrecking
Wrecking
Ball?
Ball,
Yeah.
yeah,
I came in like a wrecking ball.
yeah. This after disco discussion has been brought to you by Hannah Montana. By the way, have you got a chance to watch that damn Michael Che?
Yes, we saw the first episode. It's great. We're watching it. I'm watching it with my family.
I'm also really into a show called Mayor of Easttown,
Oh,
and
I
they
haven't
actually
heard
made
that.
fun of that on the recent episode of SNL. It's called Murder Dirter,
Oh yeah, I did that.
and
That
they're
was a kind of
talking.
a funny clip, actually.
It's interesting to hear Evan Peters is in it too, right? Evan Peters plays her partner, and to hear them like, so do you know who the victim was? Oh, my daughter was murdered. It's like that Pittsburgh. Hey man, but there's no place to go. It's everything's like ew. It's like with Boston, everything's like ah. It's like the car. Yeah. I drove my car to the bar. But yeah, you never hear Pittsburgh accents very much in
I
the
can't.
Bears.
I can't do any other accent.
You,
Well,
you can't do a Pittsburgh accent.
no. I mean, like I could do it if I hear it right away and then do it, but I can't. I've not retained it. I guess is the thing.
Why eating that hoagie? Oh, the Californians! I love the Californians.
Dude,
Do you know Fred Armisen is a master of American accents?
yeah, I heard about. That's true.
he's been on different things where he will literally just go on the map in different directions, and he'd be like this state, and then you and the state below it has a similar accent but
Did
slightly different, and he knows the pronunciation of every different kind of
kind of
accent in
accent.
America.
Did you like Portlandia? Did you watch Portlandia? It's a great
I
show.
loved Portland.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's a
watched
good
every
fun
single
show.
episode. One of my favorite sketches is the
It's the
Jeff
deep.
Goldblum
Oh, that one.
string store sketch.
Put a bird. Also, put a bird on it is one of the best ones too.
God, it was so
They're
good. That
so
was such a
good.
good show.
I
Uh,
love the, of course, the Ron D. the Ron D. Moore Battlestar Galactica episode is like one of my favorite. It's like I can't believe they did that. It was so
I
good.
can't remember that one.
That's it's just like you when you turn off the stream, we should watch it together. It's on YouTube. It's so good. You'll remember it.
What's it called?
It's
Ronald D. Moore.
just do Battlestar Galactica Portlandia and it'll come up. Let me see if I can find it.
More Portlandia.
So good. They get like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
fine.
right, folks. Thanks for watching.
See you later.
Until next time, live long and prosper.
LLAP.